Hi guys, welcome to week 2 of online English. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're safe. I hope your families are safe. Um, Thanks for being patient with learning this new way. I wanted to show you about this week's assignment. So as always, under announcements, I have the week 2 posting. You'll be proud of me. I added a GIF just for you guys, little friends, throwback friends. Just as always, there's a Google slide with the information you need. Let me go through it here. And I have a very slow internet connection apparently. There we go, week 2. So this week we're working on the novel project, novel grid due Monday. So hopefully you've been working on that. We started that long time ago. Please try to post it by Monday. And then the next project is the annotations. So just like our TOK project, I'm going to have you look in the library resources for a couple of academic articles about your book. And we're going to do annotations in OneNote just like we've done before. So that will be due next Monday, the 13th. That's kind of the big project this week other than finishing that protest song. If you need to look at the calendar, this is a link. This green novel project calendar that'll show you all the dates. And I do have a link to the library resources page. Now I wanted to tell you, it's right here. I'm going to go ahead and grab it up here. I've got it in my tabs already. So we've sometimes used EBSCO, but that's not working from home very well. So I want us to go to the Arizona Digital Library this time. If you click in there and roll up, go to the online reference resources section, and then roll up or down a little bit to the literature and language section. This literature resource center is kind of a nice site. You can check some of the other databases too if you run into a wall. Remember, you just have to put in your zip code to get into any of those Arizona resources. And by the way, side note, all those other resources on the Arizona site are available. So if you're bored, you can read ebooks, you can do all kinds of things. Look at history, items, you can look at maps. It's pretty cool. So you can go ahead and put in your search, and don't forget that Boolean search, those tips for the Boolean search. So I did one, I think somebody's actually reading this book, A Tale of Two Cities. And one thing you may want to do again is put it in quotation marks. If you don't get anything, I happen to get something here, but remember the Boolean search tips. If you put it in quotation marks, that will search for those words in that order together, and then you can do a capital AND, or you can do or, but, those kinds of words. And then I can say the author in this case, which is Charles Dickens, just so I'm making sure I'm getting Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities and not other things related. So if I look up here, I've got 300 hits for literary criticism, 76 biographies, etc. Let's check out, these are scholarly essays from peer reviewed. I think that's what we've already got here. So if you kind of look down, there's some interesting looking articles. Anti-history, A Tale of Two Cities, and you can look, the from is the journal that it comes from, or the perhaps newspaper maybe, but most of these will be from academic journals. So you want to make sure you're finding something that's from a reputable source. These are peer-reviewed pieces, so you can rest assured that it's something that will be fairly reliable. But for example, this one, A Tale of Two Cities and Chinese Literary History. This is from Victorians, a Journal of Culture and Literature. So that seems pretty interesting. That's an essay. A comparative study between A Tale of Two Cities and The Great Gatsby, if you're interested in something like that. We want to stay away from overviews. because you read the book and you are an expert on it already. You don't really need an overview. We want some scholarly, excuse me, scholarly view of the text. Courtroom melodrama, dramatizing characters and audience in A Tale of Two Cities. That one seems pretty interesting. So I'll click on that. Okay, so I'm back. Here's that article. It looks kind of interesting. Here's the abstract, which is a summary of what the article is about. Here, you can see the full text of the article is here. So remember, what we want to do first is, if you find something you like, you go to Cite, and you're going to grab that citation. This defaults to MLA, which is what we want. So we grab this, we Control C, we open OneNote, paste it into OneNote, and then you can X that out. And then you're going to grab your entire text of your article, grab it all the way down, or you can do a select all depending on your article. Now, some of these articles can be pretty long, and I do want some nice beefy articles, so don't pick something that's just one tiny page or you'll have a really hard time writing the essay later. So once you grab it, Control C and then paste it, Control V into OneNote, and then you're going to use your stylus and those techniques that we've used before, using the C-spec structure, annotating in the margins, etc. I want you to get to know these articles really well, and I hope you find them interesting. I always love reading what other scholars say about books that I've just read, so I hope you enjoy that too. So again, bring 2 articles over to OneNote, annotate them, and you'll eventually, next week, you'll hand that in. That's your next assignment on the novel project. So just wanted to give you a little heads up about how to get into the library resources. So again, those annotations are due April 13th. And then the only other thing you need to work on is protest songwriting. I'm hoping you're continuing to work on the draft, practice with your friends, figure out a way to get on a Zoom meeting or something like that to practice. And I'd like to see those handed in at the end of the week. Keep me posted on how that's going. I know we had a break in that project, so hopefully you're getting back on board. Let me know what you need for that. And then we're going to see about, you can at least hand in the song that's highlighted and labeled and such. And again, if you need the assignment, here it is. It's a link. This green part is a link for you. And then we'll talk about how we want to record or present those. I think that would be a great thing to publish for us. And so I'll talk to you guys about that soon. Let me get them handed in, and then we'll at least have something started, and then let's talk about performances for next week. So again, for the protest song, just make sure you hand in your draft, final draft of your protest song with the appropriate labeling. Make sure you check the assignment again, check the rubric, make sure you've got all the parts, and that's it. So those 2 things, and keep me posted about how you're doing on those. The other thing is I have 2 optional meetings on WebEx. You don't have to attend, but if you want to get in on a meeting and ask some questions, I'd be glad to help anybody. I have one at Monday, April 3rd at 2:30, and then one, oh, if that date's wrong, I'm so sorry. That must be April 6th. Let me fix that. April 6th, and then Wednesday is April 8th. I apologize for that. So Monday, April 6th or Wednesday, April 8th. And then if you need help, send me a remind text or WebEx. So I miss you guys so much. I hope you're doing well. Keep me posted on how these assignments are coming along. And I hope you enjoy reading up on scholarly works on your novel. That's my dog Guthrie. He's there to say goodbye. And actually, remember, I think I told you, some of you guys, we have goats in the alley across the way, so my dog is definitely having a lot on his mind. Right now he's barking at dogs, but Thank you so much, guys, for watching this screencast, and let me know what help you need this week. I'd be glad to help you. I'm here anytime you need me, so you know how to contact me. All right, guys, take care. Talk to you soon. Guthrie says goodbye. Bye-bye.